that every kid seems to have their birthday party in the same 6 weeks.
Oh, they're not that bad.
Mr. Singleton, you need to start exercising. You have 0 core strength.
We've got 3 birthday parties this weekend.
But we're never gonna survive.
Phones have ruined society.
We got a street couch.
Hell no!
But I want it. Just kill me now. Oh, thank you.
Hi, Jeff. Can you see JG okay?
I can see JG. He's wearing a cool little beanie.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, JG? Jeff in Vegas.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you at right now?
I am in Los Angeles.
All right, so we're both up at 6:30 in the morning, huh?
Yeah, right. It's pretty early, but that's okay.
I was saying, I'm not feeling very funny right now, but we're here to talk about season 2, and you've already been renewed for season 3. I mean, what's up with that?
Yes, it's working, and it's really nice to have it start to roll, because the beginning of the show, it took us years to get it off of the ground. Like, animation takes so long to make, and so season 1 finally dropped in July last year, and then we're dropping a whole nother season in a couple days on Thursday on HBO MAX, and can't wait for people to see it. And we're already working on season 3.
I was going to say, like you said, the adult animation field is so crowded. I've never seen Close Enough, and I'm a new fan. I mean, you just captured my sense of humor, my warped sense of humor, and it's one of those shows where I couldn't stop watching it. So
that's great.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about what Josh, Emily, and Candace are up to for season 2. Can you give us a little info?
Yeah, we've got a lot of great stories coming up. The show, the way the show is, for anybody who hasn't seen it, it's like starts with these really relatable concepts, and then it kind of takes a hard turn into some really surreal, crazy things, because we love to take advantage of the animation. But one of my favorite ones coming up in next season is Josh, who I play. He throws his back out picking up his daughter, and then he's just bummed out because he's like, I may never get to do this again. So he goes to the gym to strengthen his core, and that's based on a real story, but it goes pretty crazy in the show.
And I think what's one of the appeals of the show, it's an LA-based show. I think that's really cool. I've never, we have Springfield, for The Simpsons. And
well, yeah, I went to school down here. I'm from California, and the house that the gang live in on Close Enough is the first apartment that I lived in being here. The whole floor plan is the same, at least from memory. I'm sure some of it's a little wonky. And then, all the landmarks and the fun stuff, like from living here, there's just so many cool places. And so we try to fit them in like anywhere we can.
And you voiced Josh. Is there any kind of influence for that voice, or is it just something, is there a history behind it?
I guess my lack of range. This is kind of the voice that I can do. My previous show, it was called Regular Show, and I voiced Mordecai, and it's pretty much just my voice. And so I carry that on to this. The 2 shows, like the first show was more about buddies in their, 20s slacking off, and then as I got older, I was like, I want to do a show about starting a family and getting married and doing all that, and so it just kind of transitioned into this.
And can you give us like a brief explanation, the creation of an episode from beginning to end? What's the process?
Sure. So we start with writing. Everybody kind of brainstorms ideas and tries to come up with what would be a good story to tell. And that goes through the process till we get a script. Then it goes to the actors, and they voice it. So then we put together a radio play, and then it gets drawn. So at that point, storyboard artists start putting everything together kind of like a comic book. And then that moves on to the art department, where they break down that board and they go, oh, this is a new location. Like, we're going to paint Griffith Park. So we need to draw those backgrounds, paint those backgrounds. Here's a new character. It's a weird horse. We've got to draw that. We've got to color it in. And then all of that information gets sent to be animated, which takes about 4 months. Then it comes back. Then we put the music in, the sound effects, and kind of do the final mix, and we deliver it. But that whole process for one episode takes about 14 to 16 months.
That's insane. That is insane. Well,
It's crazy because people can just burn through it in one sitting. I mean, we have, 8 half hours up right now, and then there'll be another 8. So it'll be up to 16 half hours, but it's pretty easy for people to binge it in a few hours. And you're like, that took so long to make.
it's like a chef making you the best meal, and it's, he takes all his time to make it, and it's gone in like 20 minutes, right? It's just like, you know what I did to make this? And it's hysterical.
It's nice if they enjoy it, though. That's great.
So do you miss the chaos of Comic-Con? I sure do.
That was fun. I did really enjoy getting to kind of meet fans and just walk around on the floor. And I remember going when you could still get a ticket the day of. That was so fun. I hope it comes back.
Well, yeah, you got to go with, with the new season coming up and season 3, we got to go to Comic-Con. So just make sure, pretend like you don't pretend like you don't know me when I see you there. Okay. Cause I can't stand that. So,
oh, I'll remember. I'll be like, hey, what's up?
It's funny. As a kid, I always wanted to go to film school, especially USC, but my grades were the worst. So I heard about Cal Arts because I was a big Disney fan. So every year in junior high and in high school, I would order the catalog just to have for Cal Arts. And then the year I was going to go to Cal Arts, they started film school, a 4-year degree at UNLV. So I never got to Cal Arts, but my teacher at film school had just graduated, Francisco Menendez, from Cal Arts. So I kind of went to Cal Arts, but I stayed at UNLV. So finally today, is there any kind of inspiration or advice for people who want to get in animation? Because, I'm a film critic and I have people all the time. How do I become one? What do I do? In animation, it's so crowded. So what advice would you give to an up and coming animator or someone who wants to follow in your footsteps?
I would say that if you want to make films or animation, you should just make films. Like with a cell phone today, you could make a film, edit together stuff, learn how to do it online. There's tons of online courses where you could learn, the basics and just make stuff that you want to see. And then if you just keep doing it, you'll keep getting better and better, and you can show it to people, try to enter film festivals, try to go to college for it if you want to. But yeah, animation is booming. It's a totally fun field to be in. And if it's something that you have fun doing where you can sit and do it for hours on end, then it's definitely worth pursuing.
Well, JG, congratulations on all your success. And when you have a chance, just pop over to Vegas, man. We'd love to have you.
Oh man, that'd be super fun. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks a lot, man. Take care.